Tell me a little bit about your trip to Red Deer and that massive Black Lives Matter. It wasn't a riot, but boy, they came armed for one, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. They marched through from downtown through residential streets in Red Deer, and I think that is what signals that things are just about to get out of hand. If the police weren't there, and luckily they were, um, they were carrying golf clubs. They were carrying spray bottles that had a fluid in them. It wasn't clear what it was, and that's a common tactic that Antifa uses. I mean, it could have been hand sanitizer, but Antifa likes to have this clear fluid on them at all times so that they can throw it on you, so that you have to leave the rally and get acid off your face if that is what it is. So they're not the nicest bunch. And strangely enough, the NDP, and maybe understandably the most radical parts of the NDP, Janice Irwin, the NDP MLA that has called for Extinction Rebellion to be brought into schools, she was there marching alongside anarcho-communists and folks carrying golf clubs on their signs. So, I mean, it was a crazy day. I'm glad we had security. I'm glad I had a cameraman there to capture all of the crazy people there that just decided to invade Red Deer.
Yeah. You know, that move of taping a sign to a golf club, you mentioned that to one of Trudeau's RCMP officers who was there, and he didn't really care. I wonder if they would be okay with baseball bats as sticks for lawn signs, or what the heck, an AR-15 firearm. Oh, it's just a handle for a protest sign. You can see that there's a double standard when it comes to outdoor gatherings, but it's particularly bad when it comes to the police. I mean, a gathering, social distancing, whatever, it's all baloney. But these Antifa thugs had, you know, it wasn't a wooden stick. They had golf clubs. You don't use golf clubs and signs unless you're bringing in some sort of weapon.
Yeah, and they were a logistically complex organization. Not only were they relying on the RCMP, funded by the people of Red Deer, to protect them, they brought their own personal security. They were all wearing these red felt stickers on them to identify each other. They had earpieces. It's like they went to spy school for a day and thought that they were super special secret agents. I don't know how much the video that we published captured that, but they were really funny to watch because they were very self-important. But the point being is that they were logistically complex. This is an organization that is organized, knows what they're doing, and if they decide to become violent, as I predict they will, as has happened, Extinction Rebellion, all of these radicals get violent whenever they know they can get away with it. It will be a bad day for both Red Deer, Alberta, and Canadians across the country.
That's an excerpt from my daily show, The Ezra Levant Show. Every day I do a monologue on the news of the day, then I interview an interesting guest, and then I read my hate mail. You gotta subscribe. Go to rebelnews.com.